He's an idiot in the eyes of everyone at school. The first question on the math test paper is obviously a score-giving question. But after thinking about it for a long time, he calculated that 3 times 9 equals 3. Wait until he finishes this question with confidence. Other students have already finished answering the whole test paper.
ईशान, कैसा था टेस्ट? बिंदास।
Not surprisingly, this exam 1319 scored 0 points. The teacher asked him to take the test papers home for his parents to sign, but he tried to destroy himself. He actually threw the test paper to the 2 dogs downstairs. The test paper was torn to shreds by the dog. Ethan thought he had finally escaped. When he got home, his mother asked him how he did today. Ethan ignored it. Ignore? On the other hand, show off to your mother as soon as you entered the door. I took the first place in every course in my class. Ethan immediately cast a look of admiration. All the friends around him regarded Ethan as a freak. No one wants to play with him. His best playmates are those 2 dogs. At this time, the little friend asked him to help pick up the ball. When you're in mourning, do it out of kindness. As a result, he accidentally threw the ball over the wall. It's a little embarrassing. Xiaoping rushed forward and called him an idiot and a fool. While scolding, he hit Ethan. This is obviously not the first time this has happened. Chubby bullied Ethan because of his height and strength. But this time, Ethan started to fight back. See? The 2 scuffling together. The little friends began to cheer for Xiaoping. Well done. The clothes are wailing. The little fat tightly strung the neck of the clothes. In a hurry, Yisang bit his arm. The wet and painful little fat pushed him away. Yisang took the opportunity to run to the rooftop. When passing by the door of Zhao Pang's house, don't forget to take it out on his potted plants. Ethan has too many unspeakable grievances in his heart. He doesn't understand why he is so stupid. I don't know why people always bully him. At this age, that should be happy and carefree. Ethan's face was covered in wounds and tears. Broken kite landed on the rooftop. This made Ethan temporarily forget the pain in his heart. It's the playful nature of children. Let his childhood shine a faint ray of sunshine. However, when he got home, he found little chubby Kim brought his mother to the door. It seems that the doctor is bullying Xiaoping. Angry father doesn't ask why. Go up and slap it hard. The little fat who refuses to give up continues to distort the truth. Ethan couldn't take it anymore. He lunged directly in front of his parents. As a result, he was pushed to the ground by his father. He pointed at Ethan and scolded, "Every day, someone comes home to complain because of you. It's either a school teacher or a neighbor. If someone complains to me again, then I'll send you to boarding school."
देखा माया, मैं खड़ा हूं, तुम खड़ी हो, फिर भी मारामारी कर रहा है। क्या हालत कर दी उस बच्चे की? टी-शर्ट फाड़ डाली।
Mother is different from Yonkei's father. Compared to the previous scene, he was more distressed by the wound on Ethan's face.
पूजा करो बैठ के इसकी।
A mother's love bestows a doctor with exceptional healing power. He is always there when the doctor needs it most. School is the hardest place for doctors. When the teacher is lecturing, he often stares out in a daze. The teacher needs to warn him many times before he can come to his senses. The words from the book. But he's so stupid that he can't even turn the page. The teacher was absolutely speechless to him. He had to ask his desk mate to help him turn the tree over. I thought this was Ethan's limit. I didn't expect his next operation to be even more outrageous. Once again, Ethan became the laughingstock of his classmates. But he's used to it all. Instead of being laughed at in the classroom, it's better to be alone outside and relax. But at this time, I am playing sports outside. Seniors in class passed by doctors being sent to stand is a regular occurrence for them. The teachers treated him like a mischievous idiot. A classmate asked Ethan with bad intentions, "Did the parents sign the math test paper?" Ethan realized in an instant the second math class still didn't have good fruit to eat. The students were all waiting to see his jokes. But this time, Ethan didn't give them a chance. He picked up his school bag and chose to play truant. At the school, the teachers only know how to scold him blindly. The students only know how to laugh at him wantonly, but no one knows. A depression is a severe toxin disorder. The world he sees is different from ordinary people, as he told the teacher. The words in the textbook are actually dancing. Changing characters have no fixed shape at all. So he, who has already stayed in the 3rd grade, I don't know a word so far. In addition, very few people know about the disease, even if doctors tell people the world they see. People will only feel he is making excuses for not liking studying, a lifetime of suffering. I can only swallow all the grievances I have suffered. But is he really worthless? It's not true. The wild imagination in his head. Far more than children of the same age. A complex puzzle that my brother can't put together. Yesang can do it in just a few minutes. He is particularly talented in painting. Whenever Ethan put the world you see on paper, his mind can always feel a momentary peace, an abstract painting style, and precise color matching, even strata. Student brother size, but people don't care about these advantages in him at all. As long as the academic performance of the bereavement does not go up, he will always be a mischievous, rebellious child. This day, father accidentally learned that Ethan was playing truant. I hate iron, but not steel. He grabbed Ethan and beat him up again. After beating, take him to school to apologize to the teacher. The apology ended up being bombarded by the teachers. It is said that the learning of the bereaved has not made any progress at all. It's like he's treating the textbook as reading and writing seemed like a punishment to him. The homework handed in is unsightly. Not listening carefully in class. I know how to run to the toilet all day long. Run again and again. It made the whole class restless. The 2 teachers kept accusing Ethan. In their eyes, Ethan is beyond redemption. Even compared strata student's brother to him is what went so far. Even the principal can't help but complain. He thinks Ethan might be mentally retarded. He also advised his parents to send him to a special school. These remarks, it's not just as simple as insulting he's likely to ruin his life completely. Fortunately, although my father is usually strict, but he never believed that his son was mentally retarded. The mother cried all the way. He couldn't figure out what he had done wrong. To take care of Ethan's studies and life, he sacrificed what he loved. But in the end, it ended up like this. Father could no longer tolerate Ethan's rebellion. So I decided to send him to boarding school. Strict discipline. Father warns the doctor viciously. Say the people over there will beat you until you are obedient. Ethan was immediately frightened. I begged my father not to send her away, but I already feel that my father is not moved at all. The teacher humiliated Ethan in front of his parents. Say no matter how hard a wild horse is to tame, when you come here, you will only become obedient. Before leaving, my mother couldn't bear to see Ethan again. I watched my family gradually disappear from sight. Said Ethan froze in place. Tears rained down. This is the first time he has left. It was also the first time he felt abandoned by his family. They thought it would change Ethan's mind. But I don't know how to take his childhood. There was no more light in Ethan's eyes. All day long, tea and rice. Every night he would sit alone in bed in a daze. The company of was the only support for his miserable childhood. After losing family, his self-healing ability also failed in an instant for a long time. Mourning all day in tears, Mother looked at a picture book he had left behind. Ye Zhang above is gradually moving away from his family until it finally disappears from the painting completely. The heartbreaking heartache made the mother suffer unbearably. But think about the future of doctors. He had no choice but to respect his father's decision. Until Ethan's tears were completely drained. He also closed his heart firmly. Never communicate with anyone again. Harsh corporal punishment became routine for him. Every time I lost an exam, I got a 0. The teacher nicknamed him the King of Idiots. His classmates also gathered around him and laughed at him. Doctor can't keep up with classmates in gym class. The teacher called him a rat shit in the class and then unceremoniously dragged him out of the group. Go out. Out the hole. The words on the blackboard are flying everywhere. The characters in the textbook are like horror spells. They tortured Ethan all the time. And these are dyslexic cancers, the most basic symptoms. The teachers beat and scolded him all day. No one understands Ethan's pain. But all this is up to him alone. If this continues, Ethan will soon be driven mad by the world. When he collapsed, he would run around the playground non-stop. Instead of letting others torture you all day, it's better to take the initiative to torture the pain yourself. Kwai's family is very heartbroken to see this scene, so I decided to take Ethan out for one night. To comfort Ethan, my brother especially gave him a set, his favorite paintbrush. But Ethan wasn't happy at all. He has long since given up his talent. I don't know what dream Ethan had when he was sleeping. Sobbing in my mother's arms. Don't mention how distressed my mother is, but nothing can be done for him. After a brief meeting, his family left him again. But this time, there wasn't a tear in my eyes. He was numb to what had happened to him. The lively and lovely Izang before completely turned into a puppet without a soul. Until this day. There's a new art teacher at school. His appearance will rewrite Ye Sang's tragic life. Meeting the children for the first time, Nick dressed up as a clown and sang and danced and he gave each child a blank sheet of paper. Unlike teachers who are rigid and dogmatic, Nick didn't ask the kids to draw anything, but let them follow their own imagination. Free play. The children were happy to hear it. Pick up the paintbrush and start to act. Only the clothes are glazed over, sitting there in a daze. Nick asked him gently what was on his mind, but Ethan remained silent. Nick didn't blame him for that. Instead, I think he might just not want to go to art class. When I see Ethan the next day, Nick found him kneeling in front of the classroom. Nick wanted to come forward and care for Ethan, but it scared him into hiding. In order not to scare the children, Nick had to leave quickly, but it also made him curious about Ethan. Nick finds Ethan's deskmate to find out. I finally found out. It turns out that Ethan has been missing his family all the time, and it's also a big problem in reading and writing. He never finished the homework assigned by the teacher. Therefore, I was physically punished by the teacher every day. After listening to the lesson, I seemed to think of something. He hurried to the office. Pull out the workbook of the funeral. As described by the deskmate, there's a red cross in the workbook. The messy self is simply unsightly. But that's not what Nick wanted to see. He carefully flipped through the homework books one by one. And Nick finally got to the bottom of it. In this world, only he knows best. How much grievance did Ethan suffer from growing up? Nick couldn't bear to let Ethan go. But before saving this child, he must first meet his parents. A journey that took all day. It wasn't until evening that he finally arrived at Ethan's house. When he saw Ethan in his room, it's filled with imagination. Nick just realized it's not that Ethan doesn't like to draw, and the bold and precise color matching is extremely talented. Saw the picture book that Ethan left at home. Krishnamurti understood immediately the blow that had befallen him, so he endured the heartache and asked his father, "Why send Ethan to boarding school?" My father complained that I had no choice. Ethan is naughty all day and doesn't study. And then Nick says, "Well, where do you think it came from?" Father insisted there is a problem with the learning attitude of medical mourning. Then take out the medical funeral workbook and start explaining. Although the handwriting of the funeral doctor is scrawled and messy, but all mistakes follow the same pattern. Ethan's handwriting looks like a mirror image. Only by putting them in the mirror, you can understand it upside down. This shows that he did not learn the wrong spelling. Then, why did he do it? Is it because of his laziness and stupidity? Actually, neither. In Nick's opinion, it's hard to tell these apart. Letters, when people read the word apple, the apple comes to mind immediately, but Yeseng can't read the word. I don't understand what he means. When people read and write, associates pronunciation and characters also know what the word refers to. But in the eyes of the bereaved, all characters are always changing. No fixed shape at all. But my father felt that he was full of nonsense for a moment. After all, it's just an excuse for not wanting to study. And Nick was angry and frustrated. Just when he didn't know how to explain it to his father, suddenly I saw a packaging box on the TV cabinet. Nick asked his father to read the Japanese above. The father said he couldn't understand it at all, but Nick doesn't care, as long as the father can't read it. And Nick would yell at him. Father just wanted to explain, and Nick reprimanded him even more. Nick says this is the childhood Ethan faced. His question. It's medically known as dyslexia. Children with this disorder, it may be accompanied by other problems, like not being able to obey multiple commands. If you ask him to turn to the page of the book, see the paragraphs, then his brain will be in chaos. Or dysplasia of motor skills, like tying your own buttons or Ethan cannot throw the ball at the designated position. That's because he doesn't associate distance with speed. Put yourselves in his shoes. An 8 or 9-year-old child cannot read and write, can't even learn the simplest things. Things that children of the same age can easily accomplish, and he couldn't do it no matter how hard he tried. Doctor's self-confidence has long been completely destroyed. No one understood the pain in his heart. There are only scolds and punishments for him. Doctors don't want to be rebellious, bad boys, but he can only use rebellion. Cover up your incompetence. Instead of letting others know that he can't learn, it's better to let others think that he doesn't want to learn. Even adults will protect themselves in this way. What's more, he's just a child. As his parents, not only do you not understand him, abandoned him when he needed love the most. Corporal punishment in schools make him lose the courage to rebel. What else can he rely on to protect his self-esteem? Exceptionally talented in painting, but now he has given up his hobby. His father's words left Nick lost in thought. He can understand his father's good intentions. After all, it really is a cutthroat, competitive world. Every parent wants to raise outstanding talents. I hope my child will achieve success in the future. They can't tolerate any flaws in their children. Even if the exam is only 1 point away, it is reasonable. But think about it. Every child has unique skills. They have their own dreams. 5 fingers sticking out, long and short. But you just want to pull out the seedlings and encourage the growth. I want to lengthen every finger of my child. It doesn't matter if their fingers are broken or not. Have you ever considered? This will only cause irreparable harm to the child. The next day, in art class, Nick told the children a story. He said there used to be a little boy who couldn't read and write. The letters danced in front of him. Numbers are flying in his eyes. Everyone took him for an idiot. Learning is simply necessary in the face of ridicule. He's still acting strong. Until the little boy grew up. Everyone is amazed at what he has done for the world. Ethan suddenly became extremely nervous. The little boy's experience was exactly the same as his own, and Nick pulls out a picture of Einstein. It turned out that the little boy he just mentioned, it was this famous great scientist. Nick went on to list many world celebrities, including the great artist Leonardo da Vinci, and Disney, the father of Mickey Mouse, etc. They were all poisonous blood patients, but precisely because they see it differently. The world has given them a chance, unimaginable achievements. In order to let children understand the disease more truly, Nick uses the form of a mirror image. Write your name on the blackboard. At first, the kids were confused, until Nick put a mirror on the blackboard. The children just read it out loud. This lesson has enriched them. Nick asked Ethan to turn on the classroom lights. After Ethan turns on the lights, Nick asked the children who they were. Light up the world with electricity. Nick only did this to tell Ethan. Many great people have gone through his experience. Therefore, he is not alone in this world. Ethan finally had a long-lost smile on his face. His heart felt more comfort than ever before. Subsequently, Nick said to take the kids to the little pond to play games. He left Ethan alone to talk. Nick said there was another patient I didn't mention just now, because he's not very famous yet, but he used to have the same trouble. Ethan looked at Nick in disbelief. Turns out he was dyslexic as a child. Back then, his father not only did not understand him, he also regarded him as a mischievous person who did not like to study. Idiot father thinks he will grow up in the future definitely useless. But now, he has achieved his dream, became an art teacher. Nick wants Ethan to know the disease is actually not incurable. But first, you have to have the courage to face it yourself. After coming to the small pond, the kids had a great time, and Ethan built a boat. He tightened the little rubber band in the back, then put the boat in the water. Driven by the rubber band, the boat swam forward slowly. Ethan's brilliant idea surprised Nick. He led the children to applaud Ethan. Shy Ethan immediately ducked behind the crowd. From that day on, Ethan often runs to the small pond alone in a daze. This is where he got his first applause. Ethan will never forget. But Nick knew very well it's not enough to just give him a round of applause. He began to tutor Ethan attentively every day. Since the letters are flying around in his eyes, then Nick told him to feel it with his body. Then use the method of walking up the steps. Help him with math to help Ethan fulfill his old hobby. Nick purposely bought colorful paints and brushes. Sometimes Nick will still act like a naughty child. Take Ethan and make all kinds of little monsters. He poured all his love into Ethan. Under Nick's care and guidance day after day, Ethan's academic performance has also improved by leaps and bounds. Now, he can write neat pinyin. When this child's heart is healed, learning became less painful for him. Ethan had a confident smile on his face all day. One day, Ethan's father suddenly found Nick, said he had consulted the literature on dyslexia. So, he came this time just to tell Nick. As Ethan's father, he didn't treat Ethan as Nick said, "I don't care" for a moment, and listened to it with a wry smile. He said that parental love is really important to children. This relieves the pain of medical injuries, make him feel needed by his family. It can also make the process of treating him more effective. Since you say you care about healing injuries, did you ever hug her? Have you ever kissed her? Did you tell her that you love her very much when she gets scared? Did you show up to her in time? When she falls and is defeated, did you give her a shoulder to lean on? If you haven't done these little things for him, and what do you mean by concern? Nick's words made his father completely embarrassed. Oh, for the years, his education for Ethan was to hit and scold. The thought of caring has been hurting Ethan. Now, he felt that he owed his son too much. The father has no face to face the loss of being seriously studying. Only tears of regret can be shed. Silently turn away with Nick's constant love and company. Nissan's condition has largely recovered. Academic performance has improved dramatically, but his inner world. But it's only open to Nick. Nick knows to save this child completely. We must find a way to dispel the haze in his heart. So Nick needs more people. So he asked the principal for permission. I specially organized a school-wide painting competition for teachers and announced the winner will be used as the school's annual homily cover. This incident really succeeded in igniting the fighting spirit. He didn't want to disappoint his mentor. Don't wait for dawn. Start getting up and dressing up when you're mourning. He learned to tie his own buttons. Learned to tie my own shoelaces. What children of the same age can achieve, now he can easily do it too. Ethan came to the small pond where he received the first applause. He stood here alone and watched for a long time. Now he will say goodbye to his past self completely. Soon, the painting competition officially began. Ethan deliberately chose a quiet corner to sit down. I saw him show more seriousness than ever before. Nick's heart was also full of relief. Then, he took up his paintbrush and joined the competition in this huge game. Every teacher and every student does their part. Use your imagination. Until the end of game time, he also gently handed the painting to Nick. And Nick was shocked. Painted by Ethan. It was actually a small pond that made him receive it. Never occurred to Nick that experience was so important to this child. And Ethan was also curious about Nick's paintings. It just made him even more unexpected. Nick's drawing turned out to be Ethan with a big smile. Ethan was instantly moved to tears in his eyes. He couldn't believe it. Nick thinks so much of him, the company and love of the past. It was a warmth that Ethan had never felt before. And now, this most sincere confession, it completely illuminated the heart of this child. It's time to announce the results of the game. The headmaster said there were two works that put him in a dilemma. He really wanted the two paintings to be tied for first place. But a game is a game. Ultimately, it was unanimously approved by the principal and the jury. They announced that Ethan's work had defeated Nick. Win the championship. The voice just fell. The whole school applauded and cheered for Ethan. Loud. Flood of enough to make everyone feel the real shock. It's time for Ethan to take the stage to accept the award. Ethan was afraid to hide in the crowd and dare not take the stage. He couldn't believe that the applause belonged to him. Nick came down the steps to cheer him on. Ethan walked to the stage surrounded by people. Just when Ethan suddenly accidentally fell, Nick reached out just in time to lift him up. It's like helping Ethan's life. Nick hands Ethan over to an elderly father during the awards ceremony. He was Nick's first teacher, and the one who saved Nick's heart in the first place. He kissed Nick as a child. Kissed the child saved by Nick. This moment, it was as if the whole world was applauding for Ethan. Successfully dispelled the haze in Ethan's heart. But this feeling came too suddenly and too strongly. Ethan's heart couldn't take it for a while. I can only throw myself into Nick's arms and seek refuge. Before that, Ethan has been in hell. Nick's appearance suddenly pulls him back to heaven. Once the hopeless idiot in the eyes of people, now he is the happiest child in the world. As summer vacation approaches, parents come to school to pick up Ethan. Before, all they heard was the teacher's accusations against Ethan. But now the teachers gushed about Ethan. Said he was not only at the top of his class in academic performance, painting talent is also rare in a century. And all of this is inseparable from Nick's cultivation. As Nick hoped in the painting, now Ethan has become cheerful, always with a bright smile on his face. Father doesn't know how to express guilt and gratitude. Nick, give him a hug right away. He said Ethan was a lovely and sensible child. You must take good care of him in the future. Then Nick called Ethan to his side to say goodbye. The same hairstyle of the two looks both funny and cute. As Nick had told his father, every child is a unique star in the sky. They are like the 5 fingers of a human being. Although the length is different, but they all have the talent they are best at. Parents should safeguard their children's dreams, embrace their flaws. After all, no one can achieve true perfection. Strata student's brother, though first in class in each course, but he also has his own weaknesses. If parents only know how to beat and scold blindly, that will only make the child lose their way home. But if you can meet a good enlightenment teacher, but it can really change the fate of a child's life. The day my father came to see, Nick told him a legend from the Solomon Islands. The natives there don't cut a tree every time. Instead, make a circle around the tree loudly. In a few days, the sad tree will die on its own. The natives felt that his death had nothing to do with them. But as for who the murderer is, everyone has the answer in